you make sure that the next 12 months are different from the last? Because time won't wait. The world won't stop spinning for you, so stop wasting time. Every single person has 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with those hours that makes the difference. Don't waste them on things that don't matter. Don't wait for someone to tell you when to start. It's time to decide that today, right now, you're going to be better. You're going to be stronger. It's not easy, but that's the point. It's supposed to be hard. It's what separates the ones who make it from the ones who don't. So decide now that you're going to make the change. Decide now that you're going to do whatever it takes. No one's going to do it for you. It's up to you. Always has been, always will be. Start now, not later. Today is the day. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when things feel right. Right now. Stop telling yourself that you'll get to it later. There is no later. It's just a lie you tell yourself to avoid doing the hard stuff. You know what you need to do, so why wait? If you keep putting things off, nothing changes. You'll look back a year from now and wonder where the time went, why you're still in the same place. But if you start now, if you take that first step, you'll be ahead of where you were yesterday. That's progress. It's not always going to be easy, but it's always going to be worth it. Forget about perfection. You don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to begin. Get rid of the excuses. Get rid of the waiting. The only person holding you back is you. It's time to stop letting fear and doubt keep you from taking action. Start with one small step, then take another. Keep moving forward even when it's uncomfortable. Before you know it, those small steps will add up to big changes. But you have to start now. Not later, not when it's convenient. Now is all you have. Now is when you change your life. Set your goals high. Don't aim for average. Aim for greatness. What's the point of setting goals if they don't push you beyond your comfort zone? If your goals don't scare you a little, then they're not big enough. You've got one life. Why settle for anything less than what you truly want? Quit thinking about what's wrong in your life. Start focusing on what's right and what could be even better. It's easy to get caught up in all the things that aren't perfect, to let your mind get stuck on problems. But problems are just opportunities in disguise. Use them to fuel you, to push you to reach higher. When you set high goals, you set a new standard for yourself. You're telling yourself that you deserve more, that you can achieve more. It's not about being better than someone else, it's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about proving to yourself that you have what it takes to get there, even when it's tough. So don't limit yourself. Don't settle for just getting by. Set goals that force you to grow, that force you to become the person you need to be to achieve them. Because when you aim high, even if you fall short, you'll land far beyond where you started. And that's how real progress is made. Motivation versus discipline, don't confuse the two. Motivation feels good, but it's not always there when you need it. One day, you wake up ready to conquer the world. The next, you can't even get out of bed. That's the problem with motivation, it comes and goes, like the weather. You can't rely on it. Discipline, though. Discipline is different. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It's what makes you show up on the days when you don't want to. It's what gets you out of bed, even when you'd rather hit snooze. Discipline doesn't ask you if you're in the mood. It tells you that it's time to work, whether you feel like it or not. Motivation might get you started, but discipline keeps you going. It's what separates those who reach their goals from those who give up halfway. Anyone can be motivated when things are easy, but it's discipline that makes you push through when it's hard. It's discipline that keeps you on track when the excitement fades. So don't wait around for motivation to strike. Build your discipline. Make it a habit to show up, to put in the work, day after day, no matter what. Because that's where the real change happens. Not when you're feeling inspired, but when you're showing up, even when you're not. Consistency is key. It's not about how hard you go for one day. It's about showing up every single day, even when it's tough. Anyone can give their best when they feel good, but the real test is who keeps going when the excitement wears off. That's where the real growth happens, on those days when you don't want to, but you do it anyway. Consistency beats talent every time. It's easy to be great for a moment, but it's hard to be great for a lifetime. That's why so many people fall off. They can't stick with it. They give up when it gets boring or when they don't see results right away. But those who stay consistent, they're the ones who make it. They're the ones who keep moving forward, even when progress is slow. When you're consistent, you're telling yourself that your goals matter. You're proving to yourself that you're serious, that you're not just in it for a quick win. It's not always glamorous, it's not always fun, but it's worth it. Because each day you show up, you get a little better, a little stronger, a little closer to where you want to be. So don't quit when it gets hard. Don't stop just because you're tired or because the progress is slower than you expected. Keep going, keep grinding, keep putting in the work. In the end, it's consistency that will get you to the finish line. It's consistency that will make the difference between dreaming and achieving. Push beyond comfort. Comfort is easy, but it keeps you stuck. It's that warm, safe place that tells you to stay where you are, to not take risks, to keep doing what you've always done. But nothing great ever comes from staying comfortable. Growth starts when you step outside of that comfort zone, when you decide that you're done playing it safe. You have to push yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. It's those moments when you want to quit, when you want to turn back, that matter the most. That's where you find out what you're made of. That's where you discover your true strength. Anyone can push when things are easy, but how many people push when it's hard? When you go beyond comfort, you find new limits. You break through barriers that you thought would hold you back forever. It's not about being fearless, it's about being willing to face your fears, to face discomfort, and to keep going anyway. Because on the other side of that struggle is where you'll find the life you want. So don't settle for the easy way. Don't back down when things get tough. Push through the pain, push through the doubt, push through the fear. You'll come out stronger, better, and closer to your goals. It's hard, but it's worth it. And when you look back, you'll be proud that you didn't stay comfortable. You'll be proud that you chose to push beyond. Turn off distractions. Shut out the noise. We live